How y'all doing? Welcome to Ragnarok Clicker. As you can see, I'm a mini boss. I'm not quite a boss at this game, but I'm a little bit of a boss. Um, I had about 175,000 battle manuals as my top. I just spent like 60,000 battle manuals on leveling up some cards. So check out these cards I got. I'm actually a mixed build. I'm a DPS, meaning I sit there and do nothing. I'm idle and a clicker, right? Because when I do the transcend, I don't really like to actually do anything. I like to sit there and watch kills. Like right now, see, I'm just leveling this up. But I'll go over my builds in a second. So like, right now, I'm using Taekwondo Girl Hannah, not Taekwondo Girl, right? Taekwondo Girl Hannah, because her transcendent bonus is 9 times, right? Um, as opposed to all this other stuff. And then I use Eden the Alkalite. And I just want to show you something pretty cool because if you don't even know, once you hit every 1,000 and 2,000, you actually get times 10 damage level. So at 0.04%, I just want to see what's going to happen when I hit the 2,000. What percent is it going to take over? And boom, 0.48%. Not crap. Wow, that's funny. That was going to be higher than that because I just been leveling Hannah, but lots of this. Okay, so I level Hannah. Now she's 99.88% of my total DPS damage. Now we're going to level this fool. Boom, 47, 1.9, 7, 24, 53. So now he's already half the damage. Okay, let me get this little pouring guy. So these take about 50 clicks. And what I really want from this guy is Mammomonite, which gives you 1.05 times damage. Missile amplification. So now, since basically I got... Okay, I'm still doing the damage. Because let me show you my build now. See, this is what... let me show you my items first. Okay, so I really like critical clicks, okay, because that's just like insane amount of damage, right? And since you can get, at least from as far as I played, I've gotten to 9% chance to crit, right? That's the highest I can get. That's just with the rate, like anyone can get. It's not with anything extra. No cards or items that I've seen have critical chance. Okay, so right now I got this 465 damage to critical crit. That's the main thing on that, and minus almost 1% boss life, which is R, and then that, the 1.81 levels to Ferrini, which is a 0.45% chance of 10% Zenny. Not really a fan of that skill. Don't really care for it. Okay, this one is 459% click damage, which I like. And the treasure chests, I don't really care for those either. I used to in the beginning. I thought they were that good because when the game was going real slow, you're like, oh wow, I need those treasure chests, right, to buy the next item. But even at 1,000%, I don't feel like it's that good. And I have a card that's adding like another 600-700% or something. Let's see, the card I have detail, so it's adding 2,600%, but it still like seems like it's not a lot for those cards. But anyway, so that's what so mainly I'm using this for the click damage, in other words, right? And then this also for the click damage and the cool bonus of 0.5% of MVP bosses, which you're gonna want a lot, a high percent, and then also battle medals. Then I have this. Mainly, I'm using this for the transcendent damage and the critical click damage, and then the bonus is kind of like the hero leveling cost, which is 1% less, and then the 600% from again treasure chest, which I don't really care too much about. So right, I've gotten some other pretty cool items, but just for the way I was playing, I didn't really want them. Like I had a plus 80 seconds to enchant deadly poison, which is really good, but I'd kind of rather have this how I have it, and you'll see why. Because we go over to my stats here, and you can see my click multiplier is 385 times one click. So the 9% chance to do 385 clicks in a second. So I look at it that way. It's like, because I don't want to sit here and click all day, but if I could have this, but I could crit chance, and now I just got 385 clicks for free, right? Which is tons of damage, right? So what I do is I build my DPS, like when I was showing you the card, you see the port, like the idle DPS and the idle Zenny, right? That's like for right now. Okay, I'm not really doing much. I could just let it now. I'm gonna level this up. Oops, level this up. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Anyway, well, I just added a ton of damage. Well, let me go add Hannah. Okay, so that's 15%. So that's pretty much going to one-shot everything now. Well, not quite 2 seconds. Less than 2 seconds. So let me go back. So I have the DPS. So this is basically so when I transcend, I don't have to do anything. I could get free battle manuals. Like I'm already at 6,000 by just sitting here not doing anything. Like honestly, I was working right now, and I was just letting this thing run, and then like every few every now and then just kind of upgrade to the last thing real quick. As far as my my heroes or whatever they're called, what they call them, adventurers. My bad. Okay, and then I also got so I got that, and then this is where the click damage comes in. Now this is actually a pretty low level. I'm thinking about adding it, but from what I've been doing so far, this is plenty for now. But this is every time you click and add like it damages stacks. Like you could get ridiculously high stacks with this. And just to show you the highest level I've been at right now, let's see, how do I do it? So I've been at 1184, it's my highest level, right? And I hit that today actually. Let's see, and then you start doing these quests, like you start getting like 15,000 battle manuals, almost 21,000 battle manuals. And then I started needing these Imperiums because one, those cost the actual money to get, and two, when one of these guys dies, it costs like to raise his demigod, I think it was, or even no, just a basic guy right here. They wanted like 80 Imperiums to raise him, so that's why I'm farming for some of those right now too, because I know if one of these guys die, I'm gonna want to revive him because I don't feel like leveling him up again. You know what I mean? And plus there's a 5% extra Imperium. And I noticed that, like, kind of if you let these quests run, like, these kind of add up. Like, I've noticed that, like, if I start at 220, like, say at this number, like, by the time I actually collect it, it might be like 21,000, 22,000. Like, I've noticed that it increases. Okay. Let me show you something else. So I showed you my items, basically, right? Okay, let me go to more cards. Okay, this card I kind of wouldn't recommend getting just because I don't think it's that good, actually. Because it's like I really don't want more time added to anything. I want to take off less time on everything. I want to kill things faster and faster, right? So like one thing once I had some let me just go, like jumping everywhere. It's like, what do I show you? Okay, like remember I was showing you my click damage build. Look, this is crit damage. Oh no, this is just regular click damage, right? And then crit damage 2,000%, right? And this is included with those items I have. So that's how I'm doing so much crit damage. See, okay, so like this Bastion, that's timed to the boss timer. I mean, it's nice kind of when I'm sitting here, but I haven't really seen too much of the benefit from it, so that's why I'm not going to level it up anymore. Because, like, I'd rather that guy have been dead, like, faster, right? You know what I mean? Forget the time. Which, another skill I have. Boom, so that's going to do. See, I'm already, like, almost ready to. I'm doing a ton of damage now. And by the way, like, if you want, like, you could kind of, like, minimize these other ones. Like, if you're just like, oh, I'm not going to level those. You know, so it's kind of faster to find what you're looking for. So I'm pretty much dropping these pretty quickly, so that's why I don't have to do too much right now. Okay, so let me show that. Like I'm saying, so that's why I haven't really seen too much benefit of the boss times. Now, down the road where I'm getting towards, like, level 1,000, you know, around the 1,000 level, then I have to start clicking, you know, to start getting past the levels. But maybe this will help me get a little bit further, so we'll find out later. Yeah, because I kind of wish I would have got another one. I thought this was going to be better, but... okay, click damage. Okay, like I said, the chest damage, I don't really care. Like this, I can level up a lot, but I'm just kind of... I was spending my battle points on other stuff, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so, like, again, more treasure chests. Haven't really... Since I'm not really sitting there all the time watching this, it's not that big of a benefit, because you can only have one treasure chest out at a time, right? Now this guy I like, Edgar. When I got this guy, I like spent like 50 or like 30,000 something battle points, or I don't know, whatever it is to get to this level. I was like, I want 3, because this marks off this timer here, right? Instead of have to kill 10 monsters just to pass the next round, I don't have to kill 7. So I was like, dude, that's awesome. But I didn't get this until not too long ago, or like a few transcends ago. And I'll give you a little strategy if you want to start like fast and like kind of get yourself started. Because obviously I didn't get any cards for like the first few transcends. I think I can't even remember the first card I got. It might have been Bafam. It might have been one of the first cards, and Atros. If I'm saying it right, Atros. I got that guy one of his first, and then I got like this card. I thought the chest would be really good. Now, granted, I could probably level this up and get like tons more, and it might be worth it later on. But right now, I'm not too worried about it because I don't want to spend these battle points. I'd rather spend them on something like this, where it minuses time, right? You know, 500 Zany drop Garm. Okay, so it's just like helps you get through these faster. Transcendent Ifrit's pretty good. I like Ifrit because it's just like straight. Like, because this damage, it's like it says 200%, but it's really like more than that, I think. Because like this guy has 1952, but he's transcended 8 times, and each 8 I think gives you 50%. So it's really 400%, and I think so. It's like 400%, and then it's doubled with that Ifrit. So that's how it's like so high. Like I don't think it just straight adds to it. Like I think, like watch if I click this, watch 3646. I'll add that 646 went to 72. So it didn't really increase that much, but it's only 2%. But okay, well actually I should have checked it. So what did this change to? Okay, 1968. Let's see it right here. 1968, right? This only adds 2%. 1968. 1968. See, it actually added. See, from 68. So you're about to get 290 battle manuals right now. 68, right? I can't even do the math. 68 plus 2, that's 70. It's 16. See, so it really added like 4 times the damage, or 14%. Oh, why can't I do this math? 16, right, would be 78 plus 10. So 16% when I really added only 2%. See what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, let's add another. Okay, let's do this one more time, so I know what I'm doing. 1984. Add 2%. Go back to here. 1984. So you went to 2000. So it's adding 16% damage actually, right? And once you get into these 25s, right? Boom, extra. Boom, boom, tons of damage. Oops, I shouldn't have clicked it that time. Well, just maybe off, but it don't matter really. Okay, I think I just killed the Poro boss. I didn't even notice it. So scroll down, find the Valkyrie. Oh yeah, I closed them. So normally I have the Valkyrie open because the Valkyrie is all big, so I can like see where Hannah is. Okay, so she's doing 16% damage. Let's see. Okay, I'm already close to hiring this guy. So boom, that's instantly 57% damage. Overall damage, obviously, and then boom. So like on these levels, you want to like level this and get level this one up to like 100. If you notice, that's what I did. Like when I got Daniel, level him to like 100 something, get his bonuses, because that's gonna do the most damage, right? See, I'm already at 80% damage. Boom, 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 boom. 90%. See, what I'm saying, like I'm already doing 97% damage with this new guy I just got right now. So obviously you can hold Q if you want to max him out, buy level upgrades. So it's already 98% damage. So all that other stuff I was doing with Eden doesn't matter at this point, right? And she's at 1,000% damage. So Eden is Eden is my best guy right now. Eden the Alkali. I got lucky and just kept getting him up. Like, cause I never, you could come down here, go to Transcendent, and like see you could buy like I could like for, okay, let's see. If I click one, it's gonna cost. Oh, it only costs 2 battle medals. What the hell? Oh, that's to denote them. Why would I want to? Oh, I see. I can denote them for 2 battle manuals and get another one random somewhere else. I kind of like that. Or I go Q to give this all transcendent from other advantages at 80 battle manuals per transcendent. Now that might be pretty badass, but I haven't done it yet because I don't want to spend the 80 battle manuals at the time. But now I'm getting thousands. I might try that one day. Hold shift to give this adventure one transcendent from a randomly selected other adventure for 80 battle manuals. So I might do that. And the reason why I'm glad that I've never actually done those before though, but I'm glad that this guy came out good because one, he's the second guy you get. You know what I mean? The second DPS guy you get. So it's pretty cool that I got that. But he'll start doing damage again, right? Now he's at 3%, and then remember times 4, times 4, times 4. Look, he's already doing 71% of the damage now. But I'm gonna come back down here and get her back up 44% now, and then she's gonna overwhelm him because right now her damage is just so strong. But see, I'm really not even have to do anything but like if you want to play like this and get yourself up like this to where you just keep getting battle manuals and like feel that good at getting battle manuals, it'll be pretty legit. See, so now here's how to like get the most money out of the items that you're not going to keep. Like I'm not going to keep this item. I can already tell you. The only thing I like about it is the boss timers. Okay, so what I do is salvage it 310 is what they're saying it's worth. Now, if you want to see the value of it, okay, what's the value compared to this 310? So obviously they're saying that this is worth more than this, but to me it's not. I'd rather have that 465% damage because that's critical damage too. Plus the way I like to build it. And it's kind of like the same thing, like who cares, plus 8 seconds to boss, 0.8 seconds to boss time. So here's what you do. Salvage 310, okay, no, but upgrade it and see how much it went up. 310, oh, I don't even know, 350, right? Okay, 350. So that's adding 40 every time. So I want to do this until it costs more than 40, 32. So now I want to check it. Now I'm at 510. Now I don't want to do it because it's going to be 60, 40. See what I did there? And then I'll salvage it and get the money. Get the Illuniums. And I've been saving a lot. I haven't really upgraded these in a long time. I see like they're barely, like 16. Like they're only upgraded to what their value really is, like what I could sell them for. It's like 11. See, so like I could add a few more to this, but I'm kind of waiting for some like godly item that's going to cost like stupid amount of Illuniums to upgrade. So that's kind of why I'm saving those. Because you could do quests and get like 8 equipment. You know what I mean, and go through which ones you like. Okay, I got Mamamite, which is good because you can only get, and I only had that twice so far. So that's the first time I actually got it because I used it here. And every time you use Mamamite, you want to do Bowling Bash, Mamamite, and then cooldown on it. I do that every time, even if I am going to transcend before this 7 hours from doing that. But if you want to see some other stats, so like I notice, see, like when I notice I'm kind of killing slow, I think it's because I clicked though. See, so I lost the benefit of the angeling, which is 2.1%, 2,190% when I just read the damn thing, about 2,900%, 90%, 2,190%, right? So once that kicks in again, then these guys are gonna die faster. But might as well go and see what I can upgrade. Let's upgrade him times 25. Oops, totally messing up on that. So you want to usually I push T, so T will do that times 25. Let's upgrade her, get her at last. She's doing 75%. See, now look how, now I got the idle, the 60-second idle. See, because I lose that idle when I do my clicking strategy, which I'll show you how to do later. So you get, well, hopefully I get to highness level in quick enough time, so I can show you guys. Because usually it's around level 1,000 is when I start clicking. Let me show you some other cards. So we came down here, you kind of saw the boss timers, click damage, okay, crit damage, treasure chest. Okay, I showed you the -3, 200% Ifrit. Okay, now this guy you need, Lord of Death. Okay, I just got him just this transcend. This is what I spent like the 40,000 on, or the 25,000, something like that. So I want a 300% body MVP battle man. I just want to keep upgrading this, so it's gonna pay off. Like I just got 300 right there. Look, all right, you can see I already got 9,000 coming. So it's definitely worth the investment. Here's another good one, Mistress, minus your hero gold cost and the level up cost. It's minus 24%. So you're waiting for Taekwon Daniel. Oh my gosh, waiting for him. I know the first time it's like forever. Like you don't even get him. You're like, forget this. I'm transcending. You know what I mean? Like it just takes way, way too long. And then it's funny how fast you'll actually get to him in the future. But this is going to help you just level up like way faster. That's why it costs a lot of battle manuals, right? You might not want this as your first card, right? Because the 1 to 2% in the beginning, that's not really going to matter too much. But if you get 23%, you know what I mean? Like at 20%, it was costing only 500 to level up. Now, and that was like 10 levels or 8 levels ago. I think at level 22, I could be wrong though. But now level 30, it's 961 battle manuals, right? So it's costing, and the percent goes down a little bit. So it's at about 0.5% each time, a little bit more than 0.5%, which is still pretty good. So I'm kind of happy around 23, 20, that 20, around 0.25% level, right? 25%. This is one you're gonna want to get for sure, Moonlight. Now I know when you first get this card, you're like, dude, it's only like 0.5%, MVP bosses. You're like, what's the point, But you're going to want to invest in this, you know what I mean? Like, I think I put it at like 3% in the beginning, and that helped, you know what I mean? And now this guy, I also just leveled this guy too, because I was just like, this guy, I like, what is it, Thanatos? I like Thanatos because he's just straight up percent deduction of life from the boss, right? So I'd rather have this level than the timer one. Like, who cares about the timer, right? I want to kill him faster. But look how much cheaper this one is. You got 8 seconds for only 100. You know what I mean? Well, okay, it probably cost me like the level before this is probably like 112, you know what I mean? So it probably costs 1,000 or 2,000 battle manuals, but to add 8 seconds. But I mean, for real, you got the first 5 seconds for like nothing though. Right? So I mean, it's not like, it's just, it's going to cost you more battle manuals for the better the effect. All right, so these are the real expensive cards right here. But for sure you want this guy. Okay, chance at MVP bosses, and then you want, even above that, you want this MVP battle manuals, because this is what's going to get you your currency. And in the beginning, it was like 4% each level or something, but now it's only at 1%. So I'm like, 300 is a good place to stop until I get like stupid amount of battle manuals, right? Which I think I might actually be at that time where I have to do the transcendence, But I kind of like how I have it set up though. But I guess I'm gonna have to change that. See, and once I get to level 100, see, she's not gonna double this damage or get 4 times damage until I hit level, 200. And so I'd rather just actually level this guy up because he's already doing times 4 damage and he's got 2,000 transcendent bonus. I'm curious. Maybe I see, because I could transcend it right here. See, at level 1 transcendence, so like all my bonuses actually adds 250. Oh, so it's to the base damage. That's probably why Ifrit is so good, because it adds to the base damage. Yeah, Sable the Stalker. See, so I don't know if it's really worth to spend the 80 battle manuals to level this up yet. I'm just not convinced yet. But this might be needed to go really far in this game, at least on DPS. And well, that's kind of all for this video. I pretty much showed you everything that I'm doing right now, at least. Well, okay, like the strategy to get started quick is basically you want to go to here. Here, your achievements. So what you're gonna want to do, let's see what level I got to, 1200, right? See, what I want to do, I wanted to hurry up and get this 10 click starting damage. Well, actually, you get that transcending 1 time. Now, granted, the first time you're not worried about transcending. You're just like, it's like I took forever to get to Valkyrie, and you only have like a couple, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 battle manuals. You're like, why am I going to reset? So I get that, I understand it. But once you do, I got that 10 starting click damage. I was like, heck yeah. And then you go through it faster, and then after that, it's like, okay, you want to do 3 times, right? But wow, man, I've been talking a lot. I don't know how long this video has already been. Transcend the world 3 times. Then I was like, God, like, oh my gosh, 50 clicks starting damage, because then it's just like, because this is actually, your power is really in the click. You can do tons of damage by clicking, right? And that's how they designed the game, because obviously just sitting here doing nothing is like kind of unfair. You know what I mean? Some simple quests you want to do is like kill 100 monsters. Like these are like super easy DP stuff that you don't have to think about getting. Kind of like you just look through. It's like what do you need to do? Like, okay, level 25, you get 1% DPS. Like those are gonna get automatically, but like just try to hit them. Like that was insane. Open 10,000 treasure chests, but you get 5% DPS. All right, let's see. Like what was I gonna show you? Like getting gold, or like killing the bosses. Sometimes you might want to like farm a boss. So like what I did, you farm those bosses that you instantly kill, right? Farm the bosses that you instantly kill, and you're gonna get free DPS. You know what I mean? I guess the first 1,000, because 10,000 took a while, I think, or maybe it was 100,000. Yeah, because 10,000 wasn't too bad, but 1,000, that's pretty easy. You know what I mean? You just sit like. But I'm saying that's gonna help you in the beginning. You want to do that kind of stuff to help you in the beginning. Just like the quest, you want to do those 5-minute quests just to get the free 5% DPS. See, now I got the 2-hand quick, and so now if you watch, see, now look how less damage I'm doing though. See, but now look at my crit combos going up at 0.22% from the card, right? 0.22% per click. So look at my DPS just like constantly increasing. But if you look at it right now, it's at 1.269. See, but my DPS is actually 4. See, so my actual DPS from my things are higher. I mean, just from my adventures, all added together. But clicking, see, it's adding to that DPS. So, but it has to like start from a lower level, and then it builds up to that level. My click damage is pretty good. If you go to here, click damage is almost as high as my DPS. So in other words, my DPS per second, damage per second, my click damage is just a little bit less, but you could click twice as easy. Like, you know what I mean? You could click so fast. And look at my crit damage. They're just dying instantly. But granted, you have to sit here and click. But I'll show you a secret right now, though. But see how quick that's dying. But now I can wait for the 60 seconds, and then I'll get that idle damage again. Plus, I'm leveling up. I'm gonna level up these guys. And I'll show you why you don't want to level up this one really too much. Because watch, 4% to barely 5%. I just wasted so much gold right there. So it's not efficient. You'll learn that kind of stuff too going on. So you really want to get Hannah to 2,000. That's her goal. I don't think I'll be able to hit it now. Oh wow. So she went 1% to 10%. And I'm actually almost about to level her. Well, actually, not quite that close, actually. But actually, she's the closest one. See, if I wouldn't have spent that money, I might have been a little bit closer. So now, so those are those special zennies. See, but like you barely get them anyway. So now what you can actually do, hopefully I don't get banned for showing you this, okay, but I do use a clicker. Okay, so now you're like, oh god, he cheated. It's like, dude, it's just a game, man. Like, you could already hack this game if you really wanted to, okay? But as far as clicking, I don't want to be clicking, okay? So I put this on, and you put it right here where the pourings drop, and you just watch the guys drop from the crit damage. So if you get this in place, and you look at my combo increasing, my DPS is just going to constantly increase forever. Okay, now there's times every once in a while I got to check it. You will get stuck on bosses, but then you just upgrade your stats, your adventurers, and you're good to go. You know what I mean? And make sure you always level up Denise the Rogue because she has the plus Zenny. And I've done this so long, I had like 1.7 million times combo, which is represented by 1,700k times combo. Sometimes this clicker actually messes up, so you can see it just messed up right now. But I'm also on a Mac, so you know what I mean? You might have a clicker for your PC or whatever. I mean, that's the only thing that you could look down on me on is that, yeah, I'm doing this clicking thing, but that's how you do this. And then from here, it's all just extra damage. Now, mind you, if you don't click for 5 minutes, you lose the whole combo. So if you're at a million combo and you don't click for 5 minutes, you lose it all. So just keep that in mind too, though, right? Like you literally have to see. The thing is with a clicker, you cannot move anything. So this is actually how I really got far in the beginning, is doing this clicker, because and then I would do like when I get to a boss, I would either do the double damage, or the double for the enchant poison is what's going to get you, because especially the way I build, enchant poison gives you 50% chance of criticals. So I'll be stupid amount of damage. And by the way, I just thought of something. Wow, this program kind of sucks. I was gonna show you because I have this like tiny monsters on. You know, I mean, shows any. Let's look at this stuff. Scientific calculation. You're probably already gonna see scientific. I want to show you like my damage already. But look how much more damage it is. From 8.5. Okay, so that's 100. Like I said, it's 300 times damage because the scientific notation, the number at the end. Each increase, like 70, 71, 72, 73, each number increase is times 10. Think of it as just times 10. So if I'm doing 70 to 3, that's what, 300%, right? 3 times. So you can see how, yeah, I think my computer is actually being slow. Maybe because it's recording. Maybe I'm running out of hard drive space. My gosh, 27 minutes. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I mean, but if you don't want to use a clicker, like, go DPS. And I like to click damage anyway because I mean you could like get the auto clicker, you could do 2-hand quicken, you know what I mean? Maybe you want to level up that skill, but like okay, watch this boss drop. Boom, 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 boom. Like you see that HP just. That's why I love the crit damage, like because it's like I just did 300 clicks instantly. Now maybe it's also lagging because I put the Zenny back on. And the damage. See, but you can see, I just wanted to show you the crit damage. I might as well save, I haven't saved in a while. Don't hard reset, you've used everything, I think. You do not get battle madness. So just watch the HP drop. Just watch the HP drop. Boom, like instantly. So if you're going to do a clicker, you put it right here so you get the pouring at least. Or you can put it right here so it's like, you'll be at the last second to get the pouring. And, you know, if you're on a boss, you want enchant poison. Enchant poison is what's going to help you. Sometimes the mystical application is really good because it doubles your click damage, which in turn is going to, like, even, you know, because you have the double base damage, so your crit damage is going to be even super high. And crit damage, like, it's fairly cheap to get. Let me just show you real quick. Forget this clicker for now. The crit damage... Okay, see, 385. Like, the card is easy. Like, the card is not expensive. Like, see, I've leveled it 100 times, and it's still only at 101 battle magnets. and it goes up 15%. Well, looks like 15% every time. So that's one way to do it. You know, I wouldn't have gotten Drake. I would say don't get Drake. And by the way, to get new cards, it's going to start costing, like right now it's 3,400 battle manuals to get the next card. If I want to re-roll and look at 4 different cards, it's going to cost me 1,100 right now. So it's like, I don't feel like I'm rich now because, like I said, I had like 170 or 80 battle manuals and I just spent like 70K battle manuals. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to farm some more before I get these. Plus, I don't like all these cards. The only card I kind of like is maybe this one just to get the Imperiums. But then I look level 25 just to barely get 1% chance to get double Imperiums. Like, come on now, that's crap. Now, granted, it might get like really good later on, right? But this guy might be alright. Beelzebub, you know, that's actually pretty decent. I might end up getting this card because I don't feel like re-rolling. Because I feel like if it's a card I feel like I could use, I'll get it. But this, like, I don't care about this. I'd rather actually have a cooldown because this is on everything. Imagine being able to cast Mammoth all the time. I mean, I might just get this just to show you guys I'm a baller to spend 3,400 battle manuals. It's like, do I really need the percent? But anyway, these cards aren't going to change, so it's like not that big of a deal when I do it. And that's kind of why I got a bunch of cards, because I didn't realize it was going to like start costing like a stupid amount. Like some of these cards, like I'm telling you, I would not have gotten this boss timer card. You know what I mean? It just was not worth it at all. Because it made that next card, this next card cost 3,400 as opposed to 1,700 was the last time. I think it's like doubling every time. So I know if I get that card, if I get this card, the next card is going to be like 7,500 probably, or 6,800. So it's like, don't really want to do that. But this is from, okay, like see how I'm about to die right now? I'm not going to kill him, but boom, 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 throw a couple clicks. Like, boom, he's dead. So this is kind of like a half-active playing, kind of looking around, and like maybe I'm browsing the internet, and every couple minutes come back here and keep the bonus going. Like I said, you do the auto clicker, you wake up and you have 80,000, 100,000, 300. You know, you're gonna get tons and tons of extra damage. Now, granted, it's gonna start slowing down. It's not gonna give you as much bonus. You know what I mean? Because I like the farthest when I've gotten really far, like it wasn't because I had super high combo. You know what I mean? Because well, one, if you lose a combo, you're screwed anyway, and you might as well transcend. All right, just spend all your money, upgrade all your transcenders. You know, I mean, that's another thing. Before you transcend, you always want to upgrade all these. Just hold Q and upgrade them all, or TT till it's max. You're gonna want to transcend them all. Okay, how else for the newbie? What else would the newbie do? Like I'm saying, get the smart cards. Like the best card I would say is this Moonlight, but it costs a lot. Like so, he might not re-roll. He might not roll it. These cards are these 3 right here are really good. Actually, these 4. Boss Life is good too. These 4 are really good, but for sure, like battle manuals, like okay, you have to do it. Because even at a low % chance on getting the MVP, you're still gonna hit. You're still gonna hit the MVP, guys, and you want the extra battle manuals. But at first, before I even had this card, I had like items that added like 20-30% battle manuals, and I thought I was a god. Like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like extra 3 battle manuals, which is still cool. And then I finally got rid of those cards because I went for the damage, because now I had this card. I waited till he populated. So that's a card. Ifrit's actually a pretty good card, believe it or not. This card, I don't know how good it is really, because, I mean, I have this one Zenny, and then I have like, see, because this is more valuable, making them just cost less, right? So you don't even need as much gold. But that's just, there's just several ways to look at it, in other words. So now we're gonna, okay, Hannah's already level, so she just got her times 10, so now this is 4 from the times 10, so now she did 31% of my damage, 64%, see now, the Gypsy's only doing 3% right now. And if I level her right now, it's barely going to add a percent, so it's not even worth to spend this gold. So right now I'm basically just leveling these 2 until this next guy comes out. Or, I mean, I could level this to 200, but it's still only going to be a couple percent. Now, if I want, sometimes I just queue everything else besides the ones I'm doing. Because they'll add like 0.05%, 0.04%, so you might get like a couple percents out of everything. If you just level up everything else. But, so they're still all at zeros. So okay, see, like I got almost at 1% more damage. So I mean, so that does add up though. Like to level up everything else. 0.5%. See, not. Maybe click kill a few guys, get some more money. Boom, 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 boom. Another thing you want to do is for sure get this 2 times multiplier of all your damage. I've done this one time, which was a freaking waste because I only got like 3,000 battle manuals. Now this looks cool. Oh wow, 18,000 battle manuals. No, it's really not good because I was showing you like those quests that I'm doing, right? Where is it? These quests, like I'm gonna get 20,000 in the 3 hours and 15,000 right here. So don't waste your Imperiums because to raise one of these fools, especially when they're legends and demigods, and these are like I only had like 2 die on me that I didn't, or 1 die on me that I didn't raise because I was like, forget that, I'm gonna spend Imperiums. But like I said, these guys are gonna cost a lot of Imperiums, so don't waste the Imperiums on the shop. The only thing you want to use it on is this, the 2 times multiplier. This is garbage too. Look, 1.9, okay, 1.7 E to 79, right? Actually, that does seem pretty high considering how much gold I have now. But wow, actually 79. See, it seems high, but it's really not high. I'm telling you, like, don't get it. It's not worth it because you'll spend this Zenny in a freaking second, right? And then it's just like, oh wow, cooldowns refresh. Not for 20. You do not want to spend 20 on that. So that's a schemer to get you to buy. Same thing for this. Okay, so what I would recommend only is getting this, saving your Imperiums for other stuff. You don't need the 4 random equipments because you're gonna do a quest. It's gonna give you like 6, 4, 7. You know what I mean? Or an hour quest that gives you 90% of one or something like that for your items. And your item, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about that. Like I always do battle manual quests. Like I said, I barely started doing these Imperium ones since this is actually the first time they came up and they were at this high. Like normally they'd be like, oh, 1 to 2 Imperiums or whatever. But these are freaking 24-hour quests. So these ones might have been 48 hours, by the way. I can't remember now. But like I always go for the battle manuals. So you kind of go by what you need, I guess. Which you always need battle manuals. So let's see, like, and then you can start like, okay, individually, like getting you know, at every 25 levels, they'll get the extra damage. So like 0.2% now is 2.7. So like this could start adding some extra damage. Just kind of like level them up. Oops, that was the second one was away. Kind of like thinking a bunch, trying to like talk, trying to like teach you and show you. So it's like you really can't multitask no matter how hard you try. So just kind of leveling these, leveling. 0.5, 0.2. Okay, so it's like, see, it added a percent. So I like almost a percent, 0.7, right? So it's like, that's how you can get, like, squeeze out the damage, right? You're just squeezing out the extra damage, right? So this is actually pretty good. Okay, so can't double it yet, though. So it's like, if I think I'm close, which, am I close? Not really. Well, actually, yeah. So that's 2%. So see how I'm adding, like, 2%, 3%, 0.5, half a percent, 2.5%. Now this one's weak because it depends on their skills too. Let me show you like also why Eden is good as opposed to like Meager the Mage, right? Okay, so if you look at his item, okay, 100% at his skills, 100% damage, 100%, 100%, 150%. Actually, that is good. What the hell? 100, 200, 300, 450. Okay, actually, because that's the highest you could get. So actually, wow, this guy is good. So actually, I wouldn't mind him being high level too. It's just he only has 500% transcendent bonus. So he's only transcended twice. But this guy, I got lucky and he just went 8 times. And I was like, one time I got 3 times in a row. I was like, hell yeah, so happy. Right? That's what games do. They make you happy. 100 to 200 to 300 to 450. See, so 450% is the highest percent. Any of these have 100, 100, 100, 150. So this Leela's okay to have it, right? You want to do the ones that have that, see, but some of these aren't. Like, see, this guy doesn't. He has 100, 100, 100, and then all DPS, everyone 25%. See, so him having Transcendent is not a good idea. I used him for a little bit because he ended up getting a couple higher Transcendents than everyone else. But now I don't really need to use him. But let's just get him to 4,000 to see if he has any extra damage, and which he did, is 2%. So I mean, he's adding 2%. So can't say he's completely worthless, but that's not true. So like, okay, the merchant, right? He did. These are guys that you're not gonna really transcend. You're not gonna want transcended. This guy, and then there's another one okay, Jess the Wizard. See, he's not good because his last skill is 25% to everybody. Okay, Phyllis, she's good. Dawn the Assassin's not. I mean, she's good at level her skills, obviously. But as far as like transcending, not good. 125, 125, and see, that's it. 125, 125. So it's only 250 enhanced damage. So it's like that's why she's only doing 0.87%, while this guy under her, you know what I mean, like is doing. So I could get 4 times 3.5% or 4 times not even 1%. So well, obviously I would do Alchemist, and the Alchemist is a good one because it has 100, 100, 100, 150, right? So that's just proof right there what you just saw, like why you wouldn't want to do that. Whew, okay, that's overheard it. So 3%, see, so that's decent damage. I actually didn't realize Meeker the Mage had 450% ED. Okay, let's see who else. Let's see who else. The Assassin isn't good, I already showed you, okay. Alchemist you can do. The Priest you can't, I don't think. 100, 300, 450, wow, I guess you can do the Priest. So, I mean, wow, I didn't know she had that. It's freaking godly. So that's why she's at 4%, at the highest gold I have at this point in time. And let's see, since I died off the boss, I'm gonna go over here and like kill him real quick. Sometimes you don't crit and you're like, oh my gosh, it's crit already. See, but look at that crit, see? I'm telling you, you're gonna love having that crit. So Crusader, is he good? Is he good? Yeah, he's alright. He's alright to do. He's alright if he had Transcendent. Sage, I don't think is, yeah, because her first skill is all DPS to everybody. She has 350. What's funny is that she would actually be stronger than the assassin though. You would think the assassin would be stronger, but nope. Or potentially to be stronger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 25, 25. Okay. See, she still seems weak, like 0.40%. Come on now. See, because the farther down, the more gold they cost. See, but now Hannah, she's got 2,250 Transcendent. So it's like, that's why she's so strong. Wow, is that actually hot? She actually passed Eden finally. Wow. So she actually is my strongest character right now. Did not realize that till right now. I knew, because she was always behind like Eden, but I guess she got the last few Transcendents that I've been paying attention to at least. So let's get these all. So she's gonna get a ton more damage. Well, 10 times, right? But even though it didn't really. So the Dancer I don't think is good. Or is she? Yeah, she actually could work. And by the way, since it's a skill that gives you this click damage, right? Because you click damage by 0.5%. That's another. So you want to make sure you get all those skills too when you're leveling up. Okay, let's see. Measure the Rogue. So the Rogue is adding Zenny, so she's not going to be good to level up. It's just kind of just to get the extra gold. Ninja, I don't think he's good. 100, 200, 300, 450. Okay, this ninja is a real ninja. Okay, so he'll probably do a good amount of damage. Okay, actually I didn't realize how low his level was. He's still doing 0% damage, 0%. Even at level 2,000. 1%. Okay, so I got him to almost 5%, so that's pretty good overall damage. And this guy, like, I don't think he's good at all. Let me see. Watch, 125, 125. So he has 3, but he has Magmite, so of course. See, so that's like what levels him out. It's like you got that badass skill. 125, 250, 375. So you remember I told you 450 is the highest. So let's level him up to his max. That's basically the max in the current gold that you're getting. Okay, let's see. By the way, you should be playing this game if you're watching this. Like, if you watched it this far, you should have been, like, leveling with me. You know what I mean? Have your full, like... Valkyrie, she's not good because she has the Transcendent skill. All DPS, and then she... Like, they give you this skill just because, like, when you first get her, you want her to kind of, like, do some damage. So it's, like, you feel happy that you at least got a character that can do some kind of damage. So it's, like, that makes sense. So if I'm lazy, I'll just do 200 quick and I can still, like, talk. 1. So now I'm, like, really... I just want to see her get to 2,000 now. Okay, I got the chest. So the and see, I don't know if they're talking about that actual treasure chest, right? The NPC treasure chest, because that adds a ridiculous amount of gold. Like I would like if that chest skill is actually adding gold to that, then I would do it. Well, I'm about to. Wow, see, like I instantly killed that boss. It's amazing. Okay, the High Wizard I think is not good. Okay, because she has all DPS to 10. 100, 100, 100, so 300%. So she's just someone just to kind of spend, just to, just level her up so you get that bonus. Because every 2,000 levels you're going to get an extra battle manual when you reset. She barely 0.74%, but that's still 0.74. Like, I mean, it's still adding damage. You got to look at it that way. But you just want to know how to prioritize the ordering. See, like you go after your highest your damage people, then you slowly like how I'm doing, like when you're kind of just waiting. This game will always give you something to do. That's what's pretty cool about it. Like, but you also don't feel bad. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta farm. Like, it's a different kind of farming. You're not like too stressed out. Like, you relax, let the game play. You'll come back and have some extra gold. Even I close the game out right now, and come back, like it'll be like, oh, you farmed gold. So that's another cool thing. Anyway, I think this video is like way too long. Like, I'm surprised you're still watching, but I appreciate it. I hope I'm gonna teach you some cool ass shit right now because you stayed till the very end or you skipped ahead because you're like, I'm gonna learn faster. So, let's see. So obviously control to level 100, 1,000. Like, I'm already kind of getting bored. Like, I don't really want to click. Like, I'm trying to get out of here. Like, let's see. Like, okay. See, Marco is a while, so don't even worry about him. He's like the next Taekwondo guy. Like, oh gosh, it'll take forever. Like the first time you try to get Taekwondo boy Daniel. Which he sucks, by the way, because like 100, 200. Okay, he does a 450, so he has potential, but mine only has a transcendent bonus of 3, so it's like, because you got to remember the amount of gold he costs to level him. It's not even worth it. It's not worth the damage. Like, look how weak he is. You guys thought he was strong when you first got him. You're like, oh my gosh, he's godly. Watch, let's see how much damage he does. 5%. Okay, so because he does get some 5 times damage at the 25 levels. I think this wizard does too. Let's see, watch 4. One of these levels are gonna be 5. I think it's in like the 600s. Let's see if I remember right. I don't know if I'm able to show you. Oh, see, times 5 now. See that? 5 times damage, 5 times damage, 5 times damage, 5 times damage. So it might actually be better to like transcend one of these guys if I was going to pay for that. So you might, like, I don't know, it might actually be better to transcend these guys rather than go back to Eden because he's only getting the times 4, but his gold cost is a lot less. Right, so actually, I think the best would be Meager the Mage because that's the cheapest gold cost. And, it's still the same amount of base DPS damage, right? 150, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 150, right? But yeah, they're both pretty dope characters. So like the Gypsy, like okay, I'll level her to see 2% damage. But I did her at the end because all that gold I was just spending on leveling up, she would have like took it all. Dark Wizard barely doing any. Wow, I got to 6%. I gotta give him credit for that. I don't remember him being 1,000% damage, but shoot, leveled him up. And let me show you one last thing. So if you're like, here's what you do. You get this clicker, right? Okay, you set it to 1,000 clicks, infinite clicks. Okay, 0.48 milliseconds. Because I don't 0.5, 50 milliseconds is fine. You don't need to go faster than that. I haven't noticed the difference. So like, all you got to do, like sometimes I'll do Fury, and then Chant Poison. And if I had the item, I would put on the item real quick and then do it. Now you just want to watch everything drop like nothing, like fast, boom, like. So like, usually I would have let that sit there and like just get as far as I can with the deep. And actually now I know why I'm so weak because I just spent all those damn battle manuals. Because I remember in the beginning of the video I was like, yeah, I get to about like 950 to 1,000 really. I said 1,000, but like around that 950 to 1,000 is like when I have to start like kind of clicking, because it's just taking too long automatically. But then again, I also wanted to show you in this video the clicking to see if it would work. But like, watch these bosses drop. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, I could leave the game, and he's gonna get like, okay, see, I'm at 30 seconds still, and he's at a quarter life. Let's see. Remember, I added 8. So it was like, so it only took me like 10 seconds to kill that boss. So I could probably just by clicking, like, I could just go away, and I could probably like get to, you know, freaking. Well, let's find out. I'm gonna leave right now. I'm just gonna leave the video on and everything. I'm gonna unplug this. I'm gonna unplug this. Okay, I just hope I don't run out of space. The whole video, everything is corrupted. I'm actually gonna turn off my mouse. Right, my voice is like so dead. Like, and I might have to work actually. So actually, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna close this video. You guys watched enough. Maybe I'll make another video. If you really want another video of this, I can show you some other cool stuff. If you have questions, you know, feel free to let me know. But I'm gonna definitely stop the video because I actually have to work on something. And thank you so much for taking the time. Hope you all learned something. Peace out. It's been Scott, Infestor Chrono. We'll see you all later.